With great power comes great electricity bills. So I'm here to present the news and hopefully make some of that AdSense back. Former President Bill Clinton just turned the tables on the Department of Justice as his deposition has backfired and sent Trump into a full-blown panic. Yeah, it turns out having Bill and Hillary Clinton swear under oath and present to this whole administration that they didn't do anything isn't gonna make the Trumps look any better, and the fact that it was behind closed doors just makes us think that there's some juicy details that we're missing out on. So Bill's testimony has resolved a lot of the concerns that placed the spotlight on him in the first place, and now the ball is back in the court of the Trump administration and the DOJ. So what are they gonna say to this? So we're gonna react to what Bill has to say and what Trump has to say, and talk a little bit about why Trump might be so on edge right now, especially after his State of the Union address. So let's switch it over to our desaturated Bill Clinton over here and see what he has to say.
I just finished testifying in front of the House Oversight Committee. I did it for two reasons.
Good Lord, his voice. Every time I listen to it. I just went before the Oversight Committee. I did it for two reasons. One, my name might be in the Epstein files, but I didn't diddle no kids. Trump diddled kids. It's in the Epstein files. Go look. And two, because I'm hot on camera. Just look at these cheekbones.
First, I love my country,
Close enough.
including our Constitution. And America was built on the idea that no person is above the law.
Besides for all the people who are above the law. Like Trump, for example.
Even presidents, especially
Oh, I
presidents.
contradict myself.
And that we should all live under the same set of rules.
I agree.
This kind of democracy requires every person to play their part. And I hope that by being there today,
And some people's parts is to be tarred and feathered, am I right, folks?
we can bring ourselves just a little further away from the brink and back to being a country where we can disagree civilly and we can search for truth and justice.
I'm gonna pause you right there. I know I'm like pausing every 3 words, but like, Mr. Clinton, that's some bullshit. I'm on your side here only when it comes to opposing Trump. But no, we're not going back to civility and unity and this, that, and the other. There's been a split in this country since before the Civil War, and everything in between was just trying to fix that. But no, if we're not going to reverse the damage that Trump has done, if we're not going to do what it takes to not only fix it, but reverse it so that all the bad he's done is reversed and flipped into that amount of good, there's no real future for this country. Like, we don't have the political will for it. This country is too divided. There's no going back to civil discussion. I'm sorry, there is no meeting in the middle of human rights versus killing and deporting all immigrants. There's no middle ground to that. Like, human rights, that's it. Sorry. So, like, yeah, meeting in the middle, civil. Like, no, I'm not going to be too civil with fascists. And Trump is a fascist, and his supporters are fascists. So I'm not going to be too nice to them. Sorry.
And that it outweighs the partisan urge.
No, the partisan urge is to punch a Nazi. Boop. Bonk.
Score points and create spectacle.
My job is to make spectacle. Anyway.
The second reason I was there is that the girls and women whose lives Jeffrey Epstein destroyed deserve not just justice, but healing.
And also because I wanted to make sure that I wouldn't get what Trump is going to get at the end of all this. I don't want that pointy stick inserted through my rectum all the way through my central body cavity to pop through my jaw while I'm still squirming and wriggling. I don't want that to happen to me, so I'm coming out here earlier than later.
They've been waiting too long for both. Though my brief acquaintance with Epstein ended years before his crimes came to light.
I thought he was a swell dude, which is why I hung out with him a few times. I didn't even know about the pedophilia stuff, honest. All right, Mr. Bill. Mr. Clinton. Mr. Sir. Sir, Mr. Bill, Sir. Clinton. All right? Why is your camera so desaturated? I'm making fun of him here, but like, he's doing his best. He's doing his best.
And though I never witnessed during our limited interactions any indication was what was truly going on, I offered the little I do know in the hopes that it would help prevent anything like this from ever happening again.
Yeah, that's all we can really. I mean, you didn't do that before. You were president. You didn't release any file. I don't know how much you knew back then, but like, you didn't get Obama to release any files. You didn't get Biden to release any files. Like, you didn't do as much as you could have. You were probably protecting a few of your good buddies. Like, Mr. Clinton, sir, buddy, Mr. Man, you could have done a lot more. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold it against you as much as I'm holding it against Trump, of course, because he's the one who raped children. But like, you hung out with Epstein. You knew. Come on. But at least you appeared and swore under oath and provided testimony, so that'll be useful. I wonder why the Trump administration didn't want us seeing that, of course.
And I also have to say something personal.
Mm.
Republicans made Hillary testify yesterday, and she had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein, nothing. She has no memory of ever even meeting him. She neither traveled with him nor visited any of his properties.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Hillary Clinton had nothing. I mean, oh, I dislike her for many other reasons, believe me. But yeah, she was not one of the ones on the island. She never visited him. She never went on the plane. She never like had anything to do with him. She is creepy in some other ways, but when it comes to that, no. In terms of Bill, a little bit creepier, but again, not a kid diddler. He did some other stuff in the office, but like that's the extent of the scandal. Like, oh, he got his dingle slurped, and therefore that was a huge thing, big news. And then Trump rapes a bunch of children, and like he's not been arrested yet. He doesn't have to leave office, so you could just see the conflict of standards there, the hypocrisy. Anyway, let's go on to another clip here. We're gonna react to something new and juicy. Let's see what else we have.
Well, our deposition of former President Clinton has concluded. I want to thank everyone for braving the cold and staying out here. I know it's been a very long day. We believe this was a very productive deposition. I will have to say that President Clinton answered every question or attempted to answer every question. We can talk about some of his answers in more detail, and I'm sure.
Do we still have to call them president after they were the president? Like once they're the president, they are always president. So like President Clinton, President Bush, President Obama. Like, can I just call them Mister? Because they're like, I don't know, they're not in office anymore. Whatever.
Once the video is released and the transcript's released, not only will you, but a lot of people in America will have more questions about some of the answers that were given and where we go from here.
I want to thank President Clinton for being here today. He was here for a very long day. He did.
Nancy Mace. Good to see a single Republican. There's more than one, but good to see any Republicans actually trying to have any balls whatsoever and actually try to pursue justice and get testimony and do anything with the Epstein files that the Trump administration is preventing. So good to see.
Did attempt to respond to every single question asked, even when his attorneys told him to shut up.
Contrast that with Pam Bondi and the fact that she replied to 0 questions. Yeah, and now we have someone who's like, okay, if he didn't do anything, he can just say whatever. He knows he's protected.
He kept, going. I think there's agreement, too, on everybody who was here on both sides of the aisle that we want to get to the bottom of this.
Depositions like this are important because we need to get answers. We need justice.
John McGuire, another Republican. Oh, also a man with balls this time as well. Nice.
For the victims. Epstein and his associates committed unspeakable evil, and I'm glad that President Clinton and Hillary came out here. What I believe I saw over the last 2 days was selective memory. Very good details back into the 90s, and in other times, I don't know, I don't recall. So we have more questions to answer.
Yeah, of course, because like Trump is always like, I don't know, I don't remember anything, I don't recall, I have no idea. Trump doesn't recall anything. It's old news. I never met him. Why is this Epstein issue still a thing? Et cetera, et cetera. Basically all the same. Trump has reacted on Truth Social, really angry, talking about how, he's lying, et cetera, et cetera. It's all the Democrats' fault. It's all Clinton. It's all this. It's all that. Just the same classic lies. I actually do want to show a tweet here as well, if we can kind of zoom in. So, as someone who grew up in a home with domestic abuse, not only would it not have flown on his plane if I had any inkling of what he was doing, I would have turned him in myself and laid the call for justice for his crimes, not sweetheart deals. Because, yeah, remember how the Trump administration is giving sweetheart deals to Ghislaine Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell, just all 4 of those in case I mispronounce. The fact that she got into a minimum security prison with a puppy, even though she was the number 2 or number 3 person in this entire thing, if you count Trump as number 2, perhaps, they don't care about perpetrating justice. They don't care about actually pursuing justice for the survivors. Here's a statement from Mr. Clinton himself. And he was perfect. Oh, 10 million views. Wow. So yeah, he was perfectly fine with appearing and talking about everything that he's done. I only wish Trump would do the same, right? Like, where's Trump? Why isn't he coming to swear, be under oath? Like, has Trump ever appeared under oath in court, like ever? Like, hey, Mr. Trump, go for it. Just anything under oath. Did you rape children? Did you kill children, Mr. Trump? Like, not that that's going to change much of anything. Like, we know he has, and you know he's going to lie anyway. But as we've so often seen with President Trump, he's definitely trying to use his power as president to get away with things, to deflect attention away from his own culpability in the Epstein files and his own name, while forcing Hillary and Bill Clinton to provide depositions. And not even publicly, like it's behind closed doors. So he worries about what they'd say that the public might hear. But we just saw Bill and Hillary just come and go. They made their answers. They made their statements. They answered everything that they could. Even Republicans are admitting that they did everything that they were responsible to. They answered every single question. And Trump is basically starting to panic because this move was supposed to be this hard hit against them. It was supposed to rile up the MAGA base and prove that, see, the Democrats are hiding something, because he would be able to point and say, like, oh, no, they didn't answer everything. They didn't do everything they were supposed to. But they did. And now this is just more wasted time, and it's obvious. We know exactly what he's doing. You can talk to any of your MAGA relatives that are unfortunate enough to be related to you, my beautiful viewer. But if they actually think that Trump is innocent, like, they're too far gone. Like, it's very obvious that he's hiding something, that he's guilty of something. It's not going to be too long before some additional bombshell news comes to light, if there's some more leaked information. Like, I guarantee you, in some other countries right now, in the unredacted files, there's videos of Trump raping children. So as soon as that comes out, I mean, MAGA is just going to call it fake news and AI anyway, but at least there will be more pressure and more public demand for Trump to leave office and end up behind bars, or perhaps on a straight stick inserted somewhere and exiting somewhere. But only legally, of course. But anyway, let us know what you thought about Bill Clinton's statements here and the situation with the Trump administration and forcing the Clintons to appear before a sworn to make this sworn testimony, and why Trump is not actually doing these things behind closed doors or publicly. But make sure to like and subscribe as well. We're going to go over some more exciting political news and drama. For example, did you know that we just bombed Iran? Amazing. We're starting new wars every day. What happened to the peace president? But yeah, we're bombing Iran now. We just bombed a school. 60 children died in an instant. Their parents brought them to school. They said, goodbye, I love you. Boom, they're all gone because America just is trying to pressure Iran into changing its regime. They want the Shah back. And now America is just like, hey, if you don't do what we want, we're going to kill your kids. Yeah, Trump is killing kids as we speak. Just because it's in another country, that makes those kids any less kids than children in America? They're still children. They're still dead. I'm Elias Siegelman. I hope to see you next time with another exciting, dramatic, horrible video. This world is not getting better unless you help to make it so. I hope that we have many days of peace ahead of us.